Harry Wilson was a forward-thinking man. His forethought would save his family business during the BLM's land grab of his family farm. In the mid-60s, Harry opened up the first black opal feed dig mine in the country, probably the world. Soon, hundreds of people each weekend were visiting the Royal Peacock, hunting for treasure. Harry brought power and UPS to the valley, and in 1986 he was able to get the black opal declared the Nevada State Precious Gemstone. Harry loaned a display of amazing black opal to the state capitol for some time. With that stroke, Harry had put the Virgin Valley on the world's radar for truly amazing black opal. Thanks to Harry, thousands of people have found millions of dollars worth of treasure at the Royal Peacock. Every mine owner in the Virgin Valley owes this man a debt of gratitude. Rockhounds and gem hunters around the world, bow your heads, for a great man has passed through the gates. So I almost died. I don't know about almost died, but it sure felt like I was gonna die. I was coming down this road doing 70 miles an hour and my steering went out. And I almost hit that sign right there. I was just tapping the brakes and trying to get slowed down enough and let the car drift me off of the road, which I got real lucky. If you can see my tire tracks, I just barely missed that metal sign right there, came through here. Now, the point of me doing this video right here is, believe it or not, I could have prevented this about an hour ago. About an hour ago, this bolt fell on my foot while I was driving and I didn't think anything of it. This bolt right here is the bolt that connects my steering wheel to the steering column underneath the dash. I just had a tow truck on the phone and was about to get towed out of here, and this one bolt is the only thing that almost killed me because I didn't pay attention to it when it fell out from underneath the dash. So, word of warning, if a bolt falls out underneath your dash, check where it came from. It's important. Hey yo, it's your boy Caleko. I'm out here in Denio, Nevada at the Royal Peacock Opal Mine. If you saw the video clip just before this one, I'm surprised I made it here in one piece and relatively on time. So we're going to be out here digging for black opals, opals in general, anything cool and sparkly, just like almost everywhere else I go. So far, I've only been out here for a couple of minutes, but they have the best maintained road of almost any mine I've ever been to anywhere. I mean, unless there's like a concrete road pulling up to the drive into the mine, the road on the refuge here is maintained extremely well. My bottomed out 2007 Ford Taurus had no problems at all. So you can make it here in pretty much any vehicle. They have all the amenities you could ask for except for a gas station on site. They have showers and plenty of porta potties and a gift shop with some sodas and snacks. Wi-Fi signal for the people that are camping out here. It's It's pretty sweet compared to a lot of the other places where I've spent my time, you know, putting a shovel or a pickaxe into the ground. So I'll get you some more tomorrow. So I lied. I am going to give you another video today. Tonight, before the sun goes down, I'm going to give you a walking tour of the campground area and the gift shop and the porta potties. Porta potties. So here we go. I'll walk as fast as I can, so sorry about the jiggle. Got our Peacock Opal sign. Office and visitor registration sign. Your whole campground right here. Got your gift shop. The gift shop is closed. It closes at 4. So I can't give you a tour of the inside of the gift shop. I will tell you that it is a small, cozy gift shop with very beautiful stones all in it. And here's your gift shop. Definitely the most inviting looking mine gift shop I've ever seen. Here's some of the tools that you can use or rent from them. You've got your shower and one of the bathrooms right there. You've got another porta potty right there. And down to that road where you see the gentleman walking in a tent, that is the tent camping area. I'll get around to that in a second. This right here is your generalized parking area for day parking. That's an assumption by me. And your camper and RV section here in the center with full hookups. All your water and power needs taken care of in your RV. The dumpster over there by that porta potty. I'm not sure how many bays they have, but today is opening day and they've got a nice little group of people here. So the campground ends right there, and you've got some of the other residences for the people that live and work here. I'm gonna cut through right here. You got my ghetto sled, bottomed out 2007 Ford Taurus. My poor car. It's making it though. It's making it. And you've got this beautiful gorge. There's another porta potty. You've got this beautiful, gorgeous scene to look at. There you go. And that is your campground tour. See you tomorrow. So it's 7:05 a.m. out here on at the campground at Peacock Opal Mine, and I went for a walk first thing, and I picked up a posse of chickens. So be careful. If you go walking around first thing in the morning and you're the first person out, you might get attacked by hungry chickens. Every chicken that's in the place almost is over here with me. Just because I took a little walk around. They really want their food. This is how you get to the mine from the campground. It's not very difficult, but all the video I get helps. I'm not going to talk anymore so I can possibly speed the video up.
like today is what this place looked like all those millions of years ago. Lush forest, vegetation, and then an event came and buried, encased everything, and every event was every 500,000 to 700,000 years, so that was a lot of time for lush vegetation to grow in another forest, and then boom, another event came and encased it, and that event happened multiple times. In this exposed layer, they say that there's over 80 opal bearing layers in this layer here, just in the exposed one, and we got all the way up to the rim rock, so that kind of gives you an idea of how many layers there could be. But
so there'll still be some left if we come back next
oh
spring.
yeah, absolutely. So I don't know whatever event it was that the silica was able to be forced through the clay and fill all the tree limb cavities where the tree limbs got encased in here. Like you can see the black holes right here. These were all tree limbs right here. Tree limb, there's a big old log right over there. And that's what your silica is looking for, is those in particular types of voids. It fills any void, any and every void that it can find. In this case, it just so happens to be petrified wood, the majority of it. You can find bones via camel bones, pig bones, three-toed horses. Whatever mammal was around about 16 to 18 million years ago, give or take, is what the time frame is going to be here. But anyways, the original color to this stuff is a white toothpastey gel, so you're looking for a lot of the white stuff. Like, there's a bunch of little black veins here. Those are roots. Once the event came, the first thing to usually grow was willows, and they have deep root systems. And then when another event came, it killed the roots, and they all decayed, and that's what your silica is going through. There's a little one right there. But whatever impurity is in the dirt, that's what's going to give you your background color. Like this yellow, probably iron, that's going to give you a red background color. This black is manganese. That's what's going to give you your black color, and that's the rarest in the world, is the black. And what makes this place so unique is the way that the structure is built up. And opal is not a mineral, it's a mineraloid because it's lacking a crystalline structure. It, you know what makes diamonds, garnets, sapphires so strong and whatnot. This structure is built up of little tiny spheres that act like prisms, and the more uniform and aligned the spheres are, the more the sun's going to go in, reflect off of others, and come back out to you. If those spheres aren't aligned, then the sun can't bounce off of other ones and come back to you, so that's what makes it common. So you could have the junkiest background and have fire in it, and it would still be considered precious. But if you have like a black background with no fire, it's still common, you know. So that's kind of the gist of that. But that's kind of the deal there. And when you're picking through this stuff, you want to have a nice heavy duty pick. Obviously, you got to have a hard hat now, safety glasses. So you'd want to start at the top. I like to look for what somewhat has already been done for me, like right in here. This looks fairly easy. So I want to be a little bit more aggressive with the top here, get it out of the way. You want to work it in a shelf, back and forth, always hit it in different spots. It kind of has a spiderweb effect as it fractures in there, so it'll eventually just pop off of there. Just picking through there, looking for these in particular voids that have been filled. I see a whole bunch right in here. Rocks everywhere. You want to, once you find a rock, you want to hit it for a while and get to know the sound, because an opal will sound completely different.
There we go.
Like that. An opal is going to sound more glassy. Like, have you ever heard a light bulb break, how it makes that pop? That's the noise you're looking for. There's a piece of chert. I like to think of those as filters, a very heavy viscous silica. Man, my glasses are fogging up. So it's filtering out all that heavy viscous silica and letting the finer stuff go down. So I like to be by these holes with a combination of the ash balls. Here's an ash ball right here. And a lot of these fissures right here, that's telling you that the silica was flowing through here with all that manganese. Anyways, let me get back to here.
So this here is the full set of tools that is good to have or use on the banks at the Royal Peacock Opal Mine. Obviously, a set of gloves. If you don't wear gloves, you're going to get blisters regardless. I'm not sure about the little knife thing right there. Maybe that's for cutting opal out of wood.
Well, yeah, the knife really gets into the clay.
The knife really gets into the clay. The screwdriver's also for that, I know that. The broom for sweeping extra stuff apart. The hammer and all those brushes right there, that's the same thing, just for removing small stuff. And then different size picks for picking at the hard clay. And the shovel and rake for removing the, what do you call the tailings? For moving the muck, that's what I was gonna say. For moving the muck or the tailings out of your way and behind, so you can keep a clean work area. As you see, our gentleman right there, he's mucking his area. Oh, no, he's not. He just looked like it from a distance.
I was.
Say what?
I was mucking.
He was mucking his area, see? Keeping his area clean so you can see anything that falls on the ground. All right, so I'm going to give you the walking tour of the mine and digging areas. Now, we got the parking area over behind me right here. Got our parking area and the porta potties. Whoops, I swore I'd stop swinging around fast on the last video, didn't I? So let me pan real slow so I'm not making anybody sick, because I make myself sick editing. So over here you've got the virgin soil areas to dig in. I believe it's $190 a day. And that runs down around here. Got a gentleman down there digging for big logs. Now, over where you see the person over there and the, looks like a shaker or a wheelbarrow, that is the tailings section. We'll be looking for some tailings a little bit today. That is a tailings section on that hill also. And then you have that big hill back there, I believe, is also a tailings section. So you have 3 big tailings sections. And this whole area is for digging virgin soil. Virgin ground. So that's pretty much it. From camera angle, it doesn't look all that big, but I guess if you go and walk it, it's definitely bigger than you think. So today I'm going to spend a few hours looking around in the tailings. If you really want to do good in the tailings, this is what you need right here. Not necessarily the wheelbarrow, but for assuredly a shovel and a screened box for shaking and sifting soil and looking for minerals. That is the best way to make the most out of your day going through the tailings. So something like that can really help you out, which I left mine in Florida. So I'm just going to be going through tailings with my hands and a rake. So we'll see how I do. So I've been digging in this hole for about 10 minutes. I've been making a hole, sweeping dirt aside with my rake, and I pulled out this big chunk of black glass. It's got some shiny area to it right there, but I don't see any color in it yet. Apparently it can still have color in it, even though I don't see any on that like broken chunk. But it's a big piece of black glass. So I'm gonna leave the camera rolling and dig in that hole a little bit more. Maybe we can find something on film.
You have to give it a wide berth.
Sure.
Don't work too close to your opal.
Yep.
Or, you know, it'll put stress on it and crack.
Yeah.
And constantly do this. You sweep it with your broom so that
Now, if you
You keep
find
it
an old
inside.
Roman coin down there, what would that mean?
yeah. And with a squirt bottle.
There you go.
And we keep squirting on it because now when it's exposed it loses its water content, the opals, and it'll start to crack. That's why we keep it moist.
Did you hear it when you hit it?
You could see it. You could see that big flash of white.
Okay, it's ready for you now.
Alrighty.
Now you can come and do this. Just chip around this area
Yep.
where I marked, and then keep on chipping around it, and it'll come off.
Got some specimens that Rob Swanson has pulled out of the the Royal Peacock Opal Mine in the last couple of years. He mines here a lot. You see the flashes of color in that? It's like red and green and... Here, let me grab something else. Let me get one of the long pieces, please. Thank you. Yeah, you can definitely see the fire in that, huh? Freaking gorgeous, man. You gotta dig deep and hard to find this kind of stuff. Can I see one of those big pieces you had? Yeah, get a video of it. Opalized wood bark. Full piece of wood. The bark has got major green on it. Pretty sick. So one of the pieces of wood that Rob pulled out today, he just found a puddle on. We're gonna show it to you real quick. Go ahead and explain that for me one more time, Rob.
Well, we call these puddles because a puddle forms on the bottom of the stick. This is the line of demarcation here. We see some glass here and some patina opalization here, different minerals. And so the opal starts forming from the bottom up, and it stopped about right here, making this wood on top of this line less likely to have opal or fire or color in it, but it's still covered with the bentonite clay, so it hasn't revealed its secrets yet. But I just got one little glimpse of the glass here, and it looks opally,
Yes,
so
it
to
does.
speak. And the wood looks like this might be the other half of the wormwood log that I found yesterday. But
Cool. Rain. So it's the end of day one here at the Royal Peacock Opal Mine. And I did a lot of helping and did some tailings, and I found something in the tailings. It's this right here. I found this black opal, but I don't see any color in it. It's just a pitch black ground opal, simple black opal. So that sort of sucks, but as you can see on the shine right there, I mean, it's large. But I don't see any fire in it, unfortunately. So this was at a tailings, and at the same time, I didn't have a sifter, which is a big deal if you're coming to the Royal Peacock to do tailings. Having a sifter is a big deal. So bring something to sift soil with so you can see what's in the rocks that are in the soil. Because if you're just brushing them apart like I was today, man, you don't see much, and you might miss a whole lot of little stuff with amazing fire and only get something huge with none. So, all right, more tomorrow. Got some sunshine today, and now it does this wood justice. Look at those sparkles. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, it's so pretty.
I'll go get your logs.
Let's see one with a different grain
Oh yeah,
pattern.
those things just light
Light
pop, don't they?
up in the sun. Yeah, yesterday when it was cloudy, you get them to shine a little bit, but the camera really wasn't picking it up. Now the camera's like picking it up. Got all the opal inside of the holes in the wood, in the petrified wood. It's freaking amazing. I love this stuff right here. Here's one of the ones we showed you yesterday. The bark opalized real good.
Oh, we got it. So it was, you know, these pieces like this, the end cuts.
Oh,
that
those
you
end
had.
cuts. Right.
Amazing for specimens, dude. That stuff is so cool. Like, I honestly like it better than an opal inside of a jar. Beautiful stuff. Ash balls.
Those are normally around the silica? Want me to walk over there? Okay. One long is right there.
Sometimes we find them up here, but 95% of the time we find them.
The dollar has become worth more than humanity, and that's the problem with our country. That's mucking. All right, so I think I found an opal right here. It's definitely shining at me. Can you see that pretty good in the camera, bro?
No, it's hard to say. I'm wearing my sunglasses.
That's my problem too. So I'm assuming that I'm on here because I already focused it before I came over here. So I got like at least 40 minutes of me digging out here on film without me getting anything. I saw it move. I saw it move. Yeah, the thing is with these picks, it looks sort of shiny to me underneath the light. That might mean I got another half down here in my tailings again. That is just a little piece. Yeah, but how do you go through those tailings? I'm not even sure if that thing's got any color in it.
Can't see it on camera. You're too low.
Thank you. Yeah, let's see what we can see. Now I'm too close because I'm all zoomed in. Good thing for editing equipment. So that's the little opal I got. There's probably another half of that inside of my tailings down there that I'm going to start picking through real quick and moving my stuff. And maybe I got a hot spot and I'll start hitting some more opal. So I'll start recording again when I start digging. So I went walking around, and while I was walking around I was scanning the ground, and some lines behind where the bucket had moved some dirt last night, I saw this big piece of petrified wood sitting out. And it was sitting out on the ground like that, and I saw that white line right there, and that's what made me go straight to this giant piece of wood and pick it up and scan it and see. I wish the sun was out right now, because that right there is glass. Definitely opal. See it shining right there? And this right here is the line that the wood sat in. And so all down to here has opal on it, and it's possible that the wood will have opal inside of the pores, which is, we've seen some video of that earlier. So this is my second day out here. It's, you know, midday, probably about lunchtime, and this was found without even digging by accident. It's a pretty good score. One thing you should probably know about the Peacock Opal Mine is it's not a finding spot. It's not a place that you go to and you spend $100 and you're guaranteed to find 10, 15, 20, or a 5-gallon bucket of specimens. This is not one of those spots. There are plenty of those spots around the country, and I've hooked you up with a few already. But this is a lottery ticket spot. This is one of those places where you spend a couple of $100 to dig, and you might get skunked. You very possibly will come up with nothing, especially if you're not ready to work real hard throughout the day. But you could very possibly also pull out an item worth thousands of dollars, and sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. Rarely, but they do happen. So on that note, most of the people here have, you know, worked harder than they usually work at their normal office job, and most of them haven't found a lot, a little bit here and there. But every now and then somebody finds something good, like that piece of wood I found on the ground earlier. Or possibly like these two gentlemen over here who I'm going to come and surprise with the camera are working on a giant log right now. Here's a piece he's pulling out. So they've been pulling out this petrified wood, a giant branch they found. Some of it has some glass in it. What do you think? Is this easy work?
Wouldn't it be nice if this was a big, sound a rock.
This is easy work.
Sounds like a rock.
Not easy.
Not easy work, huh?
We paid to do this.
You say you can't believe I paid to do this? And that's probably the consensus on most places where you have the chance to hit the lottery, is that it's going to be a lot of work that you probably didn't prepare for. Hey, so I don't remember if it's day 3 or day 4 for me out here, but today I started digging in another area, and this is the hole that I've been breaking through. The clay is super tough and hard and difficult to move and stuff. So anyways, after a whole lot of work, I came up with a piece of wood that's got some fire in it, and it's like super amazingly awesome, because this stuff is beautiful. This is really what I like. So yay, victory from actually digging instead of getting lucky and just picking up a giant hunk on the ground. And that's how your tailings are done. So I've been digging in my hole that you see on camera right there since yesterday at about noon. And I don't know, today it's probably 11 o'clock, I'm guessing. And I pulled 3 things out. One of them about yay big, and it has some really nice fire in it. And today I pulled out this little piece right here. I can't barely see my screen, so I'm not sure if you can see it's got glass on the end of it. This piece right here also has some glass on the end of it. And then just 5 minutes ago I pulled out a nice size stick. Definite glass buildup. It's extremely wet. Needs to dry out and some of the color might start to show. Might is an operative word. Could be none. Could be monstrously awesome. And off of that I got other pieces because I couldn't get it to come out of the ground completely whole. But I'm sort of glad now. Multiple specimens that are pretty cool looking. So I'm going to give my hands a rest on digging through soil that might as well be breaking rock, and do some lunch, and then I'll do some real tailing since I never really got a video of that. So after being out here for a full 4 days, I would say that the law of averages is about 80% of the people that come out here find opals of some kind. Large, small, a lot, one. I would say that 20% of people that usually don't end up finding anything don't have very good eyes if they're looking through the tailings, or maybe came ill prepared and not have a shaker box. Also probably not exactly expecting what they're going to get when they go and pay to dig on the bank. The bank is extremely difficult. It's not easy. It's a lot of hard work. You know, for every foot of dirt that you are breaking off the wall, it seems like you're shoveling too. So there's a lot of extracurricular work that goes into trying to find the opals and keeping your area clean. I definitely think the people that keep their nose to the grindstone and just keep working, whether it's in one spot or jumping around, but just keep trying to find it, they find what they're looking for. They definitely find what they're looking for. So I'd say about 20% don't find opals, which that's a pretty good average. I think it's a really good average. I think I had an amazing week out here. The stuff I got is ridiculously lucky, and I don't think on an average weekend most people are going to come out with what I came out with. But I do think that somebody can come out with better than what I came out with. Absolutely. So I give the Peacock Opal Mine 5 stars for sure. It's a 5-star mining adventure joint. It's a lottery ticket joint. It's a place where you're going to pay a couple $100, but you could very possibly come out with a jewel worth thousands, or 8,000, but 400 is not hard to do. It doesn't take much opal to be worth 400 bucks. So, you know, they have some amenities. They have hot showers, they have bathrooms, they have an RV park, they have power. You know, a lot of places don't have that, can't provide it. So they're also a family-run business, a well-run family-run business that's concerned with the people that come out here. So give them a try. You might be disappointed. You might hit the lottery.